Good evening, welcome to FIFA. Right, it is Tuesday night, it is 8:40, and Tuesdays are a very busy day for me on FIFA. Sorry I couldn't post a video yesterday. I was really busy. They gave me a lot of work to do at work, and I was there for too long, so I didn't have time to even play anything last night. Didn't have time to do a thing. My tutorial about taxes will come likely tomorrow. But for now, what I'm going to do is I just want to show you a little bit of something extra about trading and how to get great prices for great players. There is something that's going to happen tomorrow, as you may well know, around 5:30 time. It's the new team of the week, so the new inform cards come out tomorrow. Now what you've got to do when it's inform time is to look at the recent players, so the recent results, any standout performances that you've seen, and use that information to trade your way up. That's essentially what I'm going to be showing you now. I'm going to be following it up with certainly with a second part tomorrow, to show you how much money I've made, and hopefully you'll be able to do the same thing. It's really easy. It takes a bit of guesswork, admittedly, but you will absolutely kill it. You will absolutely kill it. I'm hoping to make something in the region of, well, I'd say about 60, maybe 70,000 coins doing this method just overnight. And here's what I'm going to do. Right, have a look at the results that happened at weekend from the leagues all the way around Europe. Pick out any standout performances. Now I've picked out two. Obviously you know I've got a Premier League and a Bundesliga squad. Now there was no real standout performances in the Premier League, apart from maybe David De Gea, who had an absolutely fantastic match. If you've got David De Gea on your in your squad, sell him tonight. That's the piece of advice that I can give you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you with specifically with the Bayern Munich match. As you know, my Bayern Munich squad contains Robben it contains Lewandowski, both of whom played on Saturday against Hanover, both of whom scored twice, and Robben got man of the match as well. I've looked at this, I've looked at the other results around Europe, and I'm pretty damn sure that them two players will make it into the team of the week. I would say I'm 90% sure that both of them. No, I'm maybe 80% sure that both of them will be. 95% sure that at least one of them will be. So what I've done is I've sold Lewandowski. I'm in the process right now. If you have a look at my transfer list, there's Lewandowski. He's been sold for 190,000 this evening. And if we go along here, we will also see Robben. Robben's on the market for just over 500,000. I think I might get it for him. I might have to reduce it ever so slightly. But I think I should get that for him. So what I've done, I've sold both these players. Now there's a very good reason for that. I don't necessarily want to lose the players, and if we look ahead to tomorrow, if Lewandowski gets an inform card out, I might be able to afford it, given the fact that I've got money in the bank, and the fact that I would have sold the original Lewandowski card, so I might be able to afford an inform Lewandowski. I certainly won't be able to afford an inform Robben. I mean, Robben goes for like 500,000 just as standard, so he's going to go for a shitload of money. I'm not going to be able to afford that. So my plan here is not to trade up in that respect. I'm not going to be selling a Robben standard card now to get a Robben in form tomorrow. That's not what I'm doing here. What I'm doing is I'm selling Robben for a price now when he's at his highest, and when the informs come out tomorrow, all of the top players out there, the ones that have the Robben on the pitch, they will trade him in. They'll dispose him, and they will get the new inform Robben cards that come out. So as these cards are being disposed, the price is going to reduce. It's obviously it's going to be a seller's market. Sorry, it's going to be a buyer's market at that point. And what we're going to then do is buy him for an amount less than what we've sold him for tonight. I am 90% 95% certain that that will absolutely happen. I will make certainly 5 figures off it, absolutely no problem whatsoever. If all else fails, and if his price doesn't come down that much, if there's not many cards, bear in mind there's not going to be that many cards released, but the ones that are released, they're going to be going for a large amount, and then these standard cards are going to be sold. It might very well be that that if I don't pick him up for the right price, then what I've got the backup of getting him in the next morning. As you know, from my trading style, I usually buy first thing in the morning, like between 4 and 5 UK time, and that's the ideal time to buy, because that's when the cards are at the cheapest, because there's not the bidders out there. So that's what my backup plan is. If I don't sell him tomorrow, when the new informs come out, and I'm talking the new informs come out at like 5:30, so I'm talking around this time, 8-9 o'clock, something like that. The price should have dropped significantly. If not, then certainly the morning after, they will definitely be at a low price. So I'm going to sell this chap now for just around 500,000. I'll get 500,000 for him, one way or the other. If it so happens that that I don't sell him tomorrow, and I sell him on, what day would that be, Thursday morning, so be it. I'll still be able to pick him up for less than 500,000. So I'll still absolutely benefit one way or the other. So that's the plan. This is what you should do. So have a look around the squads around Europe now. Same can be said for David De Gea. If you sell that David De Gea card tonight, you will get more money for him than you can pick him up for tomorrow. Obviously, it bear in mind that if you are playing with David De Gea in your team, you're not going to have him available for you. So just bear that in mind. But I mean, apart from that, it is absolutely piss easy. The only thing that I would say is, with the David De Gea card, he's obviously quite a good player, but he might get raised 2 or 3 points, because he's quite low. He's quite low rated. Let's look at exactly what he is rated. I think he's 81. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm just going to double check. Online, I'm not on my PlayStation at the moment. Right, let's have a look for him. $83. Okay, so he is indeed an 83 rated player. He might go up to 85. He may even potentially go up to 86. Now, bear in mind, with players like Robben, and certainly with the De Gea card, sorry, not the De Gea, the Di Maria card that I've got there, these ones are already rated in the 90s or close to the 90s. They're only going to get a point here and a point there when they're released this early. If you get an inform card this early, they're not going to have raised that much, especially if it's one of the top players, because they're going to get a team of the week again in the future, and they've got to be able to increase the stats even further for you to be interested in them effectively. So while the De Gea card might raise 2 or 3 points as a rating in total, obviously the underlying statistics are going to raise significantly. They're going to raise a lot more than the actual base, the actual base rating of him. With the Robben card, with the Lewandowski card, they're only going to raise a point. Don't get that wrong. They're only going to raise a point. So as it stands at the moment, I can quite happily sell Robben tonight, buy him back tomorrow, make 40-50 grand on him, make however much money on him, and I'll know that the new Robben card that's come out, I'm only going to lose a point, certainly for the overall ratings. The underlying ratings there, that they are going to increase quite significantly. So getting the Robben upgrade will certainly be something that I'll be looking at doing in the future. But to get there, you've got to do this trading first, and I've got to trade my way up to that. If I sold my team now, I could probably afford one of the very, very top of the tree cards, but I wouldn't have much to play around him, so that there's no real point in doing that. So that's it for tonight. Get on it. Let's see who's out there. See who's had a really good game over the weekend. see who you believe will be in the team of the week, and have a little gamble on it. It's all about having a little gamble. You've got to have the guesswork in place. You've got to be able to do your research, make the right choices, sell at the right time, and buy at the right time. If you can do that, you will absolutely nail it on there when it comes to the team of the week. So every Tuesday, this is what you should be doing: looking at the market, who's had a great game, get him sold if you've got him. Another thing to do, if it's on like a Saturday or a Sunday, you can potentially buy a card at that point. You're not going to make as much money off it. For example, this Robin, I bought him, I believe, for 425, that there or thereabouts. If they have a great game at weekend, if you buy them after the weekend, believing that they're going to hit the team of the week, if they are that good a game, like for example, last week it was fairly obvious that Messi was going to get in there. I would have gone for 2, and I would have got 50%. I would have gone for Messi, and I would have gone for Neymar, because they both had great games. I don't quite know why Neymar didn't make it, but he didn't. It was Tevez, it was Dzeko. I picked up that American guy, I can't remember his name, in a pack, but that's it. I would have gambled on them too. I would have, as it happens, I would have won. I certainly would have made money on it, because I'd have gone for Messi. I didn't have enough money to buy a Messi at that time, but that's what I would have gone for. I didn't, as it happens, because I was really busy last week. But this week, you've seen the 2 cards that I'm going for. You've seen that they're on the market. You've seen that they'll be sold, and you're with me as I'm doing this gamble right here, right now. You'll also see me tomorrow when the gamble will hopefully pay off. If it pays off, absolutely perfect, great stuff, and you should get on it yourself. So have a great evening.